Hello,
Hello.
and welcome back to our reading of Forbidden Fruit, The Temptation of Edward Cullen. We're currently on chapter 4, and that's what we're going to read today.
Aren't we lucky?
Oh yes. Anyway, let's get going. I sat quittily on the La Pouche beach. Oh, I forgot to say, chapter 4 is called La Pouche.
I have no idea what that's referring to, but
No. Anyway, I sat quittily on the La Pouche beach, built like a beech tree. Apart from the party that was going on beside me, Mike Newton was following me around like a pulpy, and he was so boring. None of the things he had to say were interesting, but I was nice to him because he wasn't a bad guy. My thoughts were elsewhere. I couldn't stop thinking about the events of last night, when Uncle Larry had raped me, and I had had my scary vision in the forest. A tall, pale guy, in my mind, had Kaomi, his daughter. I didn't understand any of I felt so awful that I had been wrapped by that hideous pervy sicko when I had been saving myself for the right guy and for marriage, and my virginity was torn from my grasp by that twisted guy. It was so cruel and unfair, it made me want to cry. OMG, Mike! What are you doing talking to her? I turned round and saw four nasty faces glaring at us. It was the cheerleaders I had seen in the cafeteria. And one of them was the girl dating Udod Cullen, the brown hair girl, spelt like a rabbit, who was standing at the back, looking moody but not saying anything. Stop being mean, Jessica, Mike said angrily. Tia is awesome, and if you can't see that, then it's just you being blind and shallow and stupid like you always are. You just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, look at her clothes. She looks like a stupid goth biatch with her slutty top and short skirt and fifth net tights. She's got a lisp. Fifth net. As she is a rat hooker or what? Don't imagine that pays very well, actually.
I just can't see why this character is so. It's like you. Okay, you scream at them in a party because they slaughter your family. Yeah, that's reasonable. Because they're wearing like different clothes.
She was a bit different.
But of course, that would be attributing logical character development to anyone in this story, and ha 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 ha.
She's a rat hooker or what? Jessica screamed. She was really ugly when she shouted, even though she was technology, a hot chick.
Robots!
Was dressed in skimpy pink clothes. She's an AI. She's obviously an AI. You know what, Jess? You and your friends are so shallow, and you are the real slut. You and Bella and Angela and I don't even know how to say that. I think it's meant to be Lauren, but Larun may wear short skirts and low-cut tops and stuff, but that doesn't make you beautiful. What underneath it counts. Mike shouted like one of Anzu's friendship speeches from Eager the Abridged.
We know, but I understand the concept of a friendship speech. And I can say that is a particularly bad example of it.
Yeah, speaking of which, said a sly blonde girl in the gang who was called Lauren, pointing at me. What's with her breasts?
What's with this conversation? No one is actually replying to anything the other one is saying. It's just two different people shouting at each other. I mean, speaking of which, that means you're speaking of something the previous person has talked about, not fucking nothing. Sorry.
It's okay. They are huge. I bet they're fake. She laughed and her friends all laughed too. Even Bella and Angela had been quiet until then. I got up and pushed past them and ran away into the darkness. I could hear them laughing at me and I felt so embarrassed. I was really sensitive about the waste I looked. I hated the fact that it made all girls hate me and all guys stare at me. I would have been given anything to be ugly or just inviolable. I wasn't stuck up and I didn't think I was beat off than anyone else because of how I looked. I just wanted people to treat me like a normal person. I couldn't help being slim and blonde, really big boobs. It wasn't my fault. I had done anything wrong. I hadn't done anything wrong.
You can help all of those. You can dye your hair, you can eat tons of cake, and you can get surgery for the boobs dye.
Are you okay? Said someone from behind me. Who are you? She's a pirate.
Pirates make everything better, just not this.
Three really pretty goth girls were standing there smiling at me, and I smiled back. "We are Typhani, Abigail, and Rochelle," they said, smiling. "You seem cool. Do you want to be our friends?" Shit, I got a personality now. "Yeah, of course. I'm just a bit melancholy. Because these horrible cheerleaders were being mean jerks and saying my boobs were fake," he said. "Because everyone tells their new friends that." "OMG, you mean Jessica and Bella's gang? They hate us too because you don't care what they think," said
But you
Typhani.
clearly do.
"They are just jealous because you're the prettiest girl in the school now, and they're all playing next to you. No, I didn't. That was my fault. I just didn't read the you. Next to you. But we don't care about stuff like that. We only care about people's personalities." "Cool," I said, and we talked for hours.
I talked to Typhani, Rochelle, and Abigail for hours, and they were so cool. I'd never had proper friends before who didn't care what I looked like or where I. They do care what you look like. They just talked about how you're suddenly the prettiest girl in the school, and now they didn't care what I looked like or where I came from. They just liked me for me. And I liked them because they were uber cool and we had loads of stuff in common. But after a while they all went home and I stayed on the beach. It was getting late, but I didn't want to go home to Uncle Larry in case he raped me on his car again. Suddenly I heard a voice from behind me. "Well, Tia, thou seem to be causing quite a stir at school." His voice was smooth and sexy and from another time. "Edward." "What do you mean?" I demanded. "Basically, every gay at school wants to have sex with thee, and every girl wants to eat thee alive for it. How's that for causing a stir, my lady?" He smiled and kissed my neck.
"As you do." That's a casual greeting, right there. I'm sure that's meant to be guy.
Maybe she's just, like, incredibly manly, and that's why everyone hates her, and she just has, like, massive rose-tinted goggles on. "Shut up, jerk. BTW, I met your girlfriend before, Bella, I think her name is. I don't like her or anything. But how the hell can you cheat on her like that and kiss me how you did?" The amount of text speech in this is revolting. "It's sick, you're a cheating bastard, and I should tell everyone. Typhani told me you and Bella are like the school's golden couple or something. What would happen if I told people how you had acted in that corridor with me?"
This is great.
I'm
Prepare yourself.
Prepare myself.
I can't believe he actually said they're just the beginning
I thought
three
this was a
letters.
good idea. "OMG, sweet lady! I must not tell anyone!" he screamed.
It's just the OMG at the beginning from Edward. He's so posh
like,
and
come
thou and thee, and then OMG, man.
"It was a moment of madness, that's all. I'm so sorry for what happened. I hope Vine can forgive me, but I promised myself to Bella, and that's just how it is, no matter how much Val interests me. Fine, stay away from me," I shouted as I left to go home. But he followed me and grabbed me and pushed me down on the ground. I was burning with anger and fury, but I wanted him so deathly I didn't even try to resist him. He knew how much I wanted him, and it drove me mad. He put his hands inside my panties and I gasped. I was soddenly desperate. Is that a pun on sodden, implying that she's kind of...
I don't know. Let's just not
Anyway,
think about that.
let's not attribute anything intelligent. I was suddenly desperate to sex with her, and I tore my clothes off, and I was in my underwear.
Yes.
I took off my bra and showed him my naked, heaving beasts.
My naked heaving beasts. Oh my god. She's
Arr.
got a tiger on this one and a lion here.
"Have sex with me now, Edward," I whispered.
You just made her a guy.
"Have sex with me now, Edward. Take me now."
I just the
Maybe she really is just incredible.
just the way you said that. She suddenly had a 6 change.
Well, her voice is all deep and husky with lost, and
Okay, I can deal with that.
I can't, he said, although his body was on top of mine and his fingers touched my nipples.
I left you the awkward part to read. It's okay.
Please, I'm begging you, I said, hating myself for being such a dirty whore, but unable to control my burning desire. No! No! He shouted and ran away crying. I put my clothes back on,
Oh God,
slowly, feeling so ashamed and embarrassed I could hardly move.
this is the bit.
No!
This is the bit. You'll know what we mean in a moment. We'll tell you when the bit
I
comes.
couldn't believe that I had begged him to do sex on me. And even worse, he had said, no! How dare he, damn it! I went home and Uncle Larry
Folks, this is the bit.
Uncle Larry made me cook his dinner and suck his cock while he ate his food, and then he raped me and hit me with a shoe all night. And I didn't even complain, because I felt like I deserved it, for being such a horrible slut, even though it made me want to die inside. Uncle Larry finally left me alone, and I thought about killing myself, as I cried and cried as I slowly fell into a dreamless sleep.
I left Catboy the awkward part about Uncle Larry to read.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
I didn't actually realise it was in this chapter. I forgot it was in this chapter. Hope you enjoyed.